they'd actually been looking for a different location to become the headquarters of the California wine industry before the earthquake. But that made that decision even more important. So they came over and bought this property right after the earthquake, and within about 18 months they had infrastructure under construction here. And so by around 1908, 1909, this was called Wine Haven, and it was the largest winery in the world. And it was the focal point of the entire California wine industry. And it was they did everything here but grow grapes. Grapes and grape juice came in by train and by boat from Napa County, Sonoma County, and other places. And these big warehouses here. They had a big pier out here, so they could transship. The railroad went right through here. So it was just a huge, incredible operation. And then when Prohibition came in, 18, I guess. When Prohibition came, it all ended. And they tried to work for a little while selling sacrificial wine to churches and selling grape juice and all, but it didn't work. And so they went out of business. And this place was basically vacant until about 1940, and the Navy bought it.
Wrong way.
Is this building set to stay, or is it going to be raised?
The question was, will this building here stay? And the answer is yes. One provision of the settlement agreement is that all of the buildings in the historic district will be retained and rehabilitated. Ultimately, there's going to be a piece of the Bay Trail that's going to go across the Richmond Sanderfeld Bridge. So there'll be access to ferry service. There'll be good access to bike and pedestrian trails from here. You may see some ospreys on some of these poles. There are a couple of nests here.
Right there.
Okay, one of them is on this pole right here. Another one is on the pole at the end of the pier. You see the pier out there on the left, on the south end of the pier?
You can see
there's another osprey nest out there.
What's the pier about in Western Gate?
Well, this pier was what the Navy used when they were refueling ships.
Look at all the cormorants right there. Each guy has his own. Each has his own.
Housing, residences.
What will happen to the former housing? Well, nobody knows. That's why you're here, to tell us what you want to happen to it. Like everything else here, they've got challenges. They have lead-based paint and asbestos that needs to be abated. So they'll have, that will, before somebody can actually occupy those, that's going to have to be cleaned up. And they've got other rehab work to do. Plus, they got no water, no sewer, no electrical. So, there's a lot of work to be done out here. I don't know. If you could pull one up and out, I could probably tell you. But the predominant tree out here are eucalyptus. And another thing you'll notice, talking about the flora out here, these upland areas particularly are substantially degraded by invasive exotic plants. You'll see broom and pompous grass and fennel and eucalyptus. I mean, look out the window right here. What you see out there is mostly broom. You'll see some coyote bush, but a lot of broom. And ideally, at some point, that could all go away. You know, in the original coastal prairie habitat could be restored.